Welcome to my channel. Today a new episode with a tutorial. Today we are going to work on the 30s race car. For those of you who might seen other videos in my channel, I am working on designing a chassis that can house several different body styles. One of the body styles I currently design is a 30s race car, a hot rod, and some other cars. It's more or less like an electric platform, and you can design your own body onto it. One of the things that is important, especially for a car like this, is that the chassis is very narrow, so that's one of the challenges. And today we are going to look into designing the floor section of this body. Now the body will consist basically of three parts: a nose cone, a top part, and a lower half. The lower half should be quite easy to make, so that's where we are going to start with. Now, looking at the chassis, you can already see how narrow it is, and also looking at the car that I'm showing in the beginning of the video, you can also see that it should be very narrow to allow the body and the chassis to work together. So what I'm trying to do here is get some of the points that are important for the chassis. So where is it the most narrow, where can it be a little bit wider? Those points I'm trying to get right, so that when I put the top body on, I'm not hitting anything. So first things to look out for is most likely the front crash box for the side protection, and also the rear crash box mounting points, because they are quite wide for a body that should have something like a boat tail. So how am I making my model? The first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put in several sections using planes, and try to work as much as possible with predefined measurements. So for example, I'm 100 millimeters off the ground, and the height of the lower top is 200 mil, so the highest point is 300 mil off the ground. And well, I know at a certain point what the maximum width is, so I use those things to put it in. Furthermore, I want to have a lip so I can install the top body on, so I have made a lip of 35 mil, and I'm trying to keep the shape as simple as possible, and to ensure that everything will fit nicely, and also to make sure that I can make a solid body out of it. When we have made everything rigid, and when we have thickened the shell or the surface, we can also add some small details, as you will see me do in the end, like radius, or an additional piece of material, for example, also that we can generate a little bit more stiffness. Now, I've made race cars and a lot of parts out of fiberglass, so I know a little bit about mold design as well. So I'm trying to incorporate several features that will work well for the mold design for a fiberglass part. So what you see me do here is basically designing the backbone sketches, so several intersections with the sketch, and basically the next step is to make the guiding sketches. So these are the sketches that connect these first plain drawn sketches to each other, and ensure that I can mold the shape, the surface, into the position I want them to go. And So you need both. You need sections basically of the shape with very accurate sketches, and the more accurate you work with guidelines, etc., the better the end result will be. And then the guide sketches come in and they make the final shape and ensure that a smooth surface can come out of it. As you can see from the video, the bottom section of the car is now ready, and with that we can start focusing on the top half of the body shell, and after that the nose cone, as I mentioned in the beginning. And so for now, let's show the end result, and in the next video we'll show the rest of the body. And thank you for watching, and look to see you in the next episode. If you like this video, please comment, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.